Crazy.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Struggle. Nadeska, Akademiks, and Wayno here with a lot of interesting news today.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's poppin'?
News? We just got a full lineup. Hopefully we make it through like 1 or 3 topics.
Oh, we got this. I mean, we're starting with Jussie, so let's see how this goes. All right, so guys, yesterday Jussie Smollett appeared in a courthouse where he forfeited his $10,000 bond and had all 16 felony charges against him dropped for allegedly staging a hate crime back in January. Now, the state's attorney said they basically dropped the case because he would have only gotten community service if he was convicted, and since he's already performed community service, there was really no point in prosecuting him. His attorneys really doubled down. They said his record has been wiped clean, and they still maintain that he was a victim who was vilified and made to appear as a perpetrator as a result of false and inappropriate remarks made to the public. A lot of lawyers speak, and Jussie, of course, held a little press conference. Here's what he had to say.
First of all, I want to thank my family, my friends, the incredible people of Chicago, and all over the country and the world who have prayed for me, who have supported me, who have shown me so much love. No one will ever know how much that has meant to me, and I will forever be grateful. I want you to know that not for a moment was it in vain. I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I have been accused of.
All right, so once this story broke, a lot of people were quick to be like, see, told you guys he was innocent, but that's really not what this is really saying. They're saying they dropped the charges because he doesn't have a violent criminal history, etc. So it's not a violent crime. And also, like, the entire court file has been sealed at the defense's request. Very convenient. What do you guys think about this?
Man, I despise this little line sack of shit, man. Every time I see his fucking face, you know what? I thought he was gonna come through this and really just have another tearful thing with like, yo, I lied, I'm sorry. Right. I did it for some selfish reasons. Didn't think I was gonna inflict so much pain and affect this amount of people. I'm really sorry. But this thing is still doubling down, man. I despise this line sack of shit. I don't think I can forgive him at this point. Because I'm watching him in a press conference basically saying, I haven't told one lie. And I'm like, what? I'm like, is this thing serious? I mean, and also I think what people forget is that he wasn't charged for doing this shit, basically. He was charged with 16 counts of lying to the police. Right. So there weren't charges of him staging the shit and doing this whole
He's never brought up on
spectacle, right? He was only, you're charged for lying to the cops about what happened when they're questioning you. And if you look at it, like, he still had to surrender 10K bond. If you're fully innocent, bro, like, you're not giving nothing up.
And you wouldn't seal the case then, right? Wouldn't you want the details to come out to prove that you were innocent?
Exactly, but also I gotta look at the Chicago Police Department. I know what they're saying is that, yo, basically, we weren't gonna lock him up for no 47 years as like, you know, all headlines say. It was gonna be pretty much like some minor shit, like some community service. So why even spend money to go through with this? But to be honest, in a PR sense, if y'all really were gonna charge him with these 16 felonies, y'all gotta go forward with it a little bit, because we all know people are looking at y'all and people are looking at him. It looked like he just literally hit y'all with that Iverson crossover and then he stepped over you like y'all Tyronn Lue.
Yeah,
looks crazy.
Ack wanted this nigga to go to jail.
No, I don't think anyone wanted us to go to jail.
I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, you wanted him to go to jail.
But to get up there and lie again, I think is a shitty part.
This nigga's a liar, man.
No, when they dropped all the charges, just be like he said, my bad, I fucked up. I'm sorry I lied to you. It cost him an issues. Don't get up there and
put on his mom. He said I wouldn't be my mother's son if I was lying like this. Nigga's a fucking liar.
I mean, but didn't something come out that said, like, when it first happened, he said that he was on drugs? There was a press release saying that he was, like, on drugs at the time or something like that?
I didn't see that, I don't know.
Yo, you know the funniest part about this is the persons or the people who actually hurt the most is the 2 African brothers.
Where they at? Yo, where they at?
They're fucked. You feel me? Like, and like I was reading some more reports that said that apparently one of the reasons why the CPD decided, like, yo, we're gonna just give you this like plea or whatever, or just drop it, is because the particular check, that the $3,500, may really be for like personal training instead of like, yo, this is a cover-up money. Regardless, like, I feel bad for those brothers, because to keep it real,
they'll never work at Equinox again.
they try to keep it truthful after they were threatened with probably some serious shit by the government. And now the person who actually didn't bend, didn't fold, and didn't break He actually, you know what I mean?
That got heat today. Well, you know what? I don't even know what to think of all of this shit, like, for real. I don't think, like, people's like, oh, you're not apologizing for. I'm like, no, because I don't feel sorry about saying nothing
He's a liar.
about what we said about Jussie or whatever.
No, that's because they saw this and they're like, he's innocent. That's not what this says at all.
A lot of people get charges dropped. Now, look, all right, the charges is dropped and all of that, but what's gonna be interesting going forward is how this plays out with his career. Because I don't foresee, what I'm saying is, what we were saying before, I don't foresee him being put in movies and all of that shit.
Not even on Lifetime?
Damn, Lifetime? I don't know. I don't see him getting a lot of opportunities. Like, I don't think that because this happened, everybody's hoorahing in the streets and happy for him. I just think it's like, oh shit, okay, charges got dropped.
In reality, I think he's fucked in Hollywood, because I think the powers that be who control a lot of things and who fund a lot of projects, whether it be movies or TV shows, they gonna realize a line sack of shit like this, like, goes against what probably they stand for, even though their price comes too. But I think his career in that sense won't really be helped. Even though he's gonna try to parade this around to help his career, who's gonna hire you?
Be that shameless? They said he even, like,
no,
did
look at
the community service,
conference.
like, it came together. They said allegedly the deal came together so quickly. He only did the community service on Monday. Today's what, Wednesday? And they said it wasn't even in writing, allegedly. Curious, like, what kind of community service he even did.
Yeah, listen, I mean, who's gonna hire him? Like, just Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry? Like, who the fuck? Like, I don't see no white dude really hiring this guy. But shit, like, the way how he's carried this whole thing and he's still trying to, like, further his career. One thing I realized though, the charges being dropped, niggas love him again. I like, there was a point where I felt like people were done with him.
Yeah.
I've been done with this lying piece of shit. But I felt like all black people were done with him. And I think the charges being dropped because people really don't get into the details.
Right.
People are really surface level with a lot of things.
Very surface.
You know, I believed him all along. I believed him in the get-go. Charges dropped. You get me? This is like OJ was now on that same level.
We love a good scammer in this culture.
Hey,
right?
listen, man.
How did he scam the Nigerian niggas? That should make no sense to me. Like,
hey, man,
he finessed the Nigerian niggas.
Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
Nigerians, y'all better get up on y'all game. Y'all can't get scammed by Jussie Smollett. This fucking scammer and liar, dog.
Oh, man.
Almost spit out my water all over the
liar.
table.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody scam a Nigerian. This is his story. This is his story. Them dudes got scammed for $3,500. I heard the check even bounced. This shit is crazy.
Nah, the
check bounced, bro.
The check bounced?
What's Billy from Firefest? I feel like they would do so well together when he gets out of prison.
Oh, man.
Listen, well, him getting all these charges dropped, we definitely can't call it black privilege, because I don't even know if that exists.
So we're
just going to call it LGBTQ privilege. So
yeah, well, the mayor of Chicago tried to get out here and say it was a whitewash of justice, and, like, he's also a scumbag, so we really don't care about your opinions on this.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he's making, like, statements. Nigga, don't the district attorney report to you? And they dropped all the charges. Right. Don't come complain to the public now.
It just seems that they didn't have a, like, whatever happened. The one thing about, you know, legal shit is there's always all types of loopholes. Somebody must have did one. All it has to do is somebody do one thing wrong on the police side.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So with everything that he had stacked up against him, if somebody wrote the report wrong or they might have took the information wrong and they found something in there, they could have just dropped everything. But I said that I didn't think that he needed to go to jail. People was like, no, he should go to jail. Man. Nah, man, jail would not have been a good thing for him at all. Like, you know what I mean? Jail would not have been good for him.
But fuck this nigga, man. Listen, honestly, I do believe they trumped up the charges so much. Like, you know, sometimes if you overcharge people sometimes, like you need so much to actually get those charges to go through. Like, you gotta charge people appropriately. I think they did it for the headline. The 47 years sounded good. Yeah, he lied, but he wasn't gonna get that.
I mean, you can't go after people. Like, the thing is that you can't go after certain things that aren't the crime. It's like you see that a lot of times with murder cases, right? People go for, oh, murder, and then it's a manslaughter. But if you didn't go for manslaughter, you can't then, once the murder's thrown out, say, hey, prosecute him for manslaughter. Once that's thrown out, everything else is thrown out. So I think that they probably charged them too high. They tried to make a statement with this shit because he is a public figure. So they charged him too high with the shit that they could have charged him with, which would have been lesser crimes, because it was the headlines. Oh my God, he's facing the same amount of time as Tekashi. Like, it's all of these crazy ass headlines. If they would have charged him with lesser shit, plus he didn't need to go to jail. He needed to be slapped, like hardly slapped on the wrist, but he didn't need to go to jail.
On the
for
wrist.
Prison for this shit.
This nigga need a face slap by Lucius Lyon, man. He's fucking up Empire. He's fucking up everything, yo. I'm just looking at the retarded ass black people who are getting back on the side talking about we knew he wasn't lying from the
Yo,
get-go.
I mean, I don't watch Empire, but I do see that this nigga got a new son on there, right? So they
Who
do.
does?
Lucius Lyon has a new son on that
Wait,
shit.
they switched him out like it was
No, they didn't switch him out.
Some
Some new son came into the picture. So it was a new son that came into the
adopted
picture.
nigga, right?
Yeah, it was some nigga that when Lucius Lyon was the man and having all these kids, some new son popped up.
Oh,
so it's like, I'm like, oh
That's
shit,
convenient.
they gonna try to kill this nigga in a plane crash and throw him in there. But it's going, like I said, there's like 2 episodes left or some shit. Like, but they wrote his character out of a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, at the time this was breaking, they said.
But it's only like 2 episodes left, so we'll see by the next season if Empire love him or not.
Man, listen, guys. In summary, it's not cool to fake a hate crime. This shit is ridiculous.
Right.
It might be cool, like, depending on how you spend it, might be cool, man, because he ain't get no
Don't say that.
consequences. Yo, listen, this is probably maybe $200,000 or more that was invested in all of this, or like the police, well, just Chicago in general had to put a lot of money in investigate and do all these things. And this motherfucker has a press conference basically calling bitches, saying, yo, I never lied ever. At least I wanted some tears.
Gay Tupac, man.
I wanted some
No.
tears.
We got enough. We got enough tears in the Good Morning America interview. Enough.
Oh, man.
All right, let's see where Jussie ends up in a few months. Meanwhile, Cardi B dealing with a lot of controversy right now. So a 3-year-old clip of her on Instagram Live resurfaced recently where she admits that during her time as a stripper, you know, she would take clients to a hotel, sometimes drug, and rob them. Take a look.
I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drop niggas up and I rob them. That's what I used to do. Nothing was motherfucking happening to me, my nigga. Nothing.
All right, so this sparked the hashtag surviving Cardi B, obviously, like that's been out of the R. Kelly documentary. So Cardi addressed this finally yesterday, and yeah, it's so extreme. She addressed this in a very long post on Instagram saying, I never claim to be perfect or come from a perfect world with a perfect past. I always speak my truth. I'm part of hip hop culture where you can talk about where you come from. There are rappers that glorify murder, violence, drugs, and robbing, crimes they feel like they needed to survive. She's saying she never glorified those things. She never even put it in her music because she felt like she had a responsibility not to glorify it.
I don't like this.
Which
I don't
part
like
of
this.
it?
I don't like the fact that people are coming for Cardi B.
The surviving Cardi
No,
thing. Like, how are you going to
what?
I don't like this. I don't. I'm going to tell you why I don't like this, right? With people,
Wayno,
I don't like
Wayno.
this. I don't like this. No, all right, so look, this is the thing. This video is 3 years old, right? This video is 3 years old. It's before Cardi B had a lot of the success she's having now, all these Pepsi commercials and shit, and she really changed her life. When Bodak Yellow first came out, her life was not changed. Let's not get it twisted, right? Now, what I don't like is that now that she's having success, now people want to dig dirt up on her. What people don't know about the strip club is that shit is a fucking, like, people go there for fun, but that shit is a survival gauntlet. If you don't know what you're doing in there, you're gonna get got. The strip club is basically a meeting for all street niggas amongst the town that come from out of town, etc. Now, if you get caught up in there lacking, this is the type of shit that happens. And I'm not mad at her. I think it's, now she wouldn't make a decision to talk about this publicly on an Instagram Live, right? She wouldn't talk like this now. But at the time, she was still very raw. She was still very a new artist. She didn't have no media training. She's just doing everything off the muscle. So I don't think that she could be held totally accountable today. Like, the Cardi B of today is not that Cardi B 3 or 4 years ago that was doing this type of shit. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh, she should lose her career and lose everything she has accomplished. But I ain't like a lot about this shit. First of all, I don't even like her apology. That little Drake like, yo, notepad. Y'all gotta stop with this notepad shit, okay? At least do like a Jess Hilarious and read some shit from a phone and cry. Y'all gotta stop with that. Second of all, my biggest problem is that she has, like, in a whole apology and explanation, everybody's chalking this as doing what you had to do. She even said nothing was handed to me, so I had to rob niggas. Huh? Like, yo, this shit just sounds so, it sounds like only an imbecile would actually think this up.
Well, a lot of street shit is imbecile shit. All right,
seriously. But if we're talking about someone who you're saying has grown and you don't like that shit's getting dug up, me too, I don't like when shit's getting dug up because there is an agenda with this. She beefed with a couple bloggers. The bloggers she's suing, them bloggers got all type of shit. She used to be saying wild ass shit.
Absolutely.
They probably got like 30 more clips. So when you're beefing, and by the way, she should learn a lesson with that. You should stop taking everything so personal with bloggers and media outlets. Media outlets, if they really want to have a propaganda to take you down, they create shit like this daily.
Right.
Okay? Now you're in a position where when you were just raw Cardi B, everybody's listened to you, and this clip right here, there was another one on the surface. I remember watching the live that she said it. Everybody was co-signing the live because at that point you're looking at basically Cardi from the block, and it was relatable. Now Cardi, the superstar who's getting so many opportunities, we're thinking she's supposed to be beyond all this, but this is what I'm gonna say with her. She should have used now, not only to just say, hey, I shouldn't have said that, and honestly, even if it did happen, she should at least acknowledge that it was wrong. I see nothing where she acknowledged that was wrong.
Yeah, all right, because now
where's the victims?
A lot of people do wrong to make them feel right, right? Now this is the devil's advocate as Act likes to play, and she's right. If a nigga do this, then he the realest nigga. Yo, man, you came from the mud. Nigga was kicking in door. Wait a second.
If he raps about drugging women?
No, not drugging women, not drugging women.
What about the rappers we talk about who rap about murdering people and now they're like on trial for murdering people?
Wait.
Listen.
Talk about niggas like, all right, think about a Gucci Mane, right? I didn't read Gucci Mane's book or his memoirs, etc., but Gucci Mane had a fucking song called Kick a Door, right? He had a song called Kick a Door, talking about kicking niggas' doors in and robbing them. Everybody get down on the floor, right? We love that song. And when Gucci Mane becomes Gucci Mane, new teeth, skinny Gucci Mane, we like, yo, man, you came from humble beginnings. You was robbing niggas. You was killing niggas. Everybody always praises Gucci Mane for catching a body because he had to defend himself, because he had to protect himself. Now, yeah, Cardi, she didn't apologize for it because I don't think that she's apologetic about who she become. And the shit that she went through in life has made her who she is. That's why she's not apologizing. But it's very unfair to see that it's not equal opportunity. And we talking about street shit. We're not talking about man and woman. We just talking about street shit as a palette.
I think that's completely different than what we're talking about here. Listen, in hip-hop culture is very, there's a lot of hypocrisy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We praise a lot of people who glorify murder and glorify selling drugs and shit like that.
Right.
And if she had if her statements in this video right there, right, was only, back in the day, and by the way, look, I know this is like, Cardi B, let's say I know she was a blood. Like,
would this be different if she had put it in her music, but it wasn't on a live then?
No. I'm telling you, the only part that rubs me wrong
is what?
When you say you're drugging people.
Yeah.
If a rapper comes out and says he's drugging people, we stop.
We've heard rappers say that in their music.
And we stop. When we hear Rick Ross saying he's been moving all the way across the Atlantic, it sounds good. That's what I'm saying. It's hypocrisy. Not saying it's great, but it's hypocrisy.
All right, but
we gonna let you slide. You're moving way across the Atlantic. Molly and her drink, stop it, nigga. We're not listening to that. So, so when we're telling Ross to stop, when we're telling Rich Homie Quan to stop, we're telling any rappers who have any type of lyrics that are basically saying they're drugging women or taking advantage of women. Again, we gotta understand the gender roles that exist in America, and also that really great.
It's fucked up. I'm not saying that's cool.
That's my only problem. I don't care if Cardi B was sticking niggas up and robbing them. I don't care.
No, but that's, I mean.
But drugging them, that's like the same outrage that we would have for a male, if he admitted to that, we gotta have for Cardi B.
All right, but see, and the thing is, no, we're not excusing it. But this is the thing, right? And I just say this when it comes to the streets, right? The streets is very big with hypocrisy. That's why I remember a comedian one time saying like, black people, like rappers and all that, always naming themselves after like mob bosses. She's like, Italians don't like black people, like jokingly.
Right.
But the reason why black people like Italians and in movies and all that is because they painted a picture of oppression when it comes to police. They do what the fuck they want to get where they want to get, right? Now, when we're talking about Cardi B's situation, I think with the whole robbing shit, cool. But if this is a movie, right? Like if this is a movie and that's what's going on, like set it, like I don't think they drugged anybody and set it off. But I've seen movies where women have drugged men in movies and robbed them of taking shit. I can't think off the head exactly which one, but it's cool in a movie. Now she's saying that this is decisions that she made when she was younger. This is an older video. She probably didn't think that she would be who she is today.
Right.
And it is coming back to bite in the ass. But what I do respect about it is that she's not running away from none of that shit.
Yeah, do you want her to apologize? You feel like them making a hashtag that compares her to R. Kelly?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You feel like that's cool?
I feel like it's appropriate. We keep in the same minutes. If you
R. Kelly and Cardi B.
I don't care, mad brazen in an Instagram live that you was again, I don't care about the robbing part, because in hip hop we love robbing niggas, right? Like, or we love celebrating niggas who rap about robbing.
Murder's also cool. It's just the drugging thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's hypocrisy. You can murder, that sound dope over a beat. Wait, you said you did something to him? Again, certain things are unacceptable. And as a culture, we have to accept the hypocrisy. I'm just saying, Cardi B, who has nearly damn near 100 million Instagram followers, if you gonna address the video, how about you say to your millions of women who follow you, listen, I'm not that person anymore, but just to also clarify, this is wrong. We don't have to get into the robbing part if you don't want to, because we get it. That's clear hypocrisy because people still rap about that.
Yeah.
But the drugging of men, it's drugging of anybody. Like, we go through this of basically, we got Bill Cosby the fuck out of here and in jail. Drugging of anybody, period, is not okay, no matter what situation you're in.
It's not okay.
Not because nothing was handed to you.
It's not okay.
It's not okay, and I just wanted that to come out of her explanation because it wasn't an apology, and I felt that she was just saying, hey, look at everybody else, like she was just pointing the hypocrisy finger. Well, everybody else do fucked up shit, and y'all don't hold them to the fire about it, and because I've admitted that I've done some fucked up shit, y'all are. Nobody who would admit that they drug, there's no rapper, if y'all could tell me one, please, who could come out and be like, yo, I used to be drugging chicks and doing whatever the fuck I wanted, and now I'm a real successful rapper, and everybody be like, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what, and I just think with that being said, that's why there's so many different double standards in life. Not saying that it's cool, but that's why so many different double standards in life. Because no matter how way you slice it, absolutely wrong to drug a person and take advantage of them for anything, right? But when you're comparing the two, it's gonna be like, well, it's gonna be people that say, well, that's how she had to take an advantage. The dudes were saying that, she was saying that dudes were saying they wanted to fuck her, so they was trying to prostitute her, or whatever the case may be, and that's how now, I'm not excusing it by no means, I'm just saying, like.
No, you're touching on something good, though.
It's a big double standard.
You're touching on something good. Because this clip, there's much more context behind it. I'm not gonna act naive and just be like, oh, no, Cardi was just doing some crazy. Yo, the strip club culture is some really dark
That shit is not no joke.
And
it's not no
there's
joke.
things that possibly people try to do to her. I feel like, you know, like, let's not wait for a fucking book to, like, really educate and kind of let people be a little bit aware of what's going on in that type of situation. But if you got that platform, don't just try to save your ass on some, oh, yeah, I had to just do some shit, leave me alone. No. It's reasons why, like, you probably felt you had to do that at that point. And I think kind of educating people on what's happening there, or even empowering other women who are in the same position. There's mad chicks who feel, yo, the Cardi B route is a real route to
have gone in life.
Yeah.
But also, because she is such of a high caliber artist, she's gonna have to wait, because now there's gonna have to be, because she put out this statement, there's gonna have to be time and curation to actually explain the context of what she's trying to convey, right? We're not just going to get that immediately.
It's not going to work on social media.
Yeah, it's not going to work on social media.
Right?
It's not going to work on social media.
So even if it's not the book, it's like an interview where she sits down to talk about it, it's not going to pop up on social.
Yeah, and you know what, I do realize she's now finally experienced it. Well, first of all, Cardi got to stop beefing with these bloggers. Because I'm telling you, these clips are a dime a dozen. Like, there's a million of them.
There's a million of them.
So it's back to that conversation yesterday about success. This is like the messy part.
Yeah.
Now you're doing super well. A lot of people don't want to root for you anymore.
But it's not even that. All right, but
that's definitely part of it.
Well, that's part of it, right? But the things that made her successful might, and we've seen this happen to many people, might be the thing that almost forces her to become closed up. Like, she was mad open. She wasn't watching her words when she's saying shit like this. She was saying other stuff that was really, like, it was crazy that you would think that someone who is popular would be saying. But those comments are probably gonna haunt her as she gets more successful. Whether it's her comments on anything, whether it's her comments on sexuality, stances on anything that, you know, she's kind of flirted with having some political takes. Those things are gonna pop back up. So what's gonna happen, if I had to predict, Cardi B is gonna start watching the words a little bit more. When she gets on live, She ain't gonna be just wilding. And that to the fans or the supporters who watch her for that authentic being, she might lose a little personality.
It's already started. You see her on Twitter saying, like, I just mind my own business and work, and you guys are here trying to tear me down. It's cool. I'm going to be off Twitter for a few days. So, yeah, she's probably just going to fall back a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the tough thing about all of this is you giving them the content. You know what I mean? Like you're giving them the content. It's always tough when, you know, an artist, they'll say some shit about whoever they going through something with or whatever, and then Shade Room or Ball Alert or post it, and then they be like, can they take that down? And they like, no, you posted this. Like, this is you said this, not us. Like, you said this. But now, what people have to understand is that being an artist is being a business. And when you're a business, that's why people get LLCs, because there's all types of liability in there, right? So you have to be accountable. You have to understand that you're the person that represents you. So if you on live talking crazy, as soon as you go live, people is taping it.
Yeah.
And they can use that shit for whatever they want to use it for in the future, but you just can't give them the content of talking about personal things that you need to talk about in the future, but you can't just do it on live.
So this lawsuit's happening, right? It's a defamation lawsuit, like you said. So your advice to her, I think she got upset because it got pretty nasty. They were talking about like her kid, her allegedly doing drugs, very personal stuff. You can understand as a human how that would affect you, but you think the move for Cardi is to just always ignore that?
No. Those particular instances, when people cross the line like that, like you could and should file a lawsuit. It's just that.
But then this happens.
No, we'll play this. Like, she's beef with the Shade Room. Like, she beefs with the Shade Room for posting. Like, she routinely gets on, yo, why y'all posting me? Stop posting me. I hate y'all. Whatever. Like, you know, like certain things you got to realize, like media,
everybody's gonna post.
Yo, to all artists, you'll never win versus media. You'll never win. You have to find a sweet spot where you're comfortable knowing that you can't control everything that goes out about you, or everything that goes out about you might not be entirely true. As long as it's not flagrantly false, where it's hurting your brand, that's when you got to sue. But you got to understand, it's a mixed bag. You got to take the good and the bad. Also, what I've realized is growing momentum, and it's been around for a while. That's why you see this gain so much steam. This shit trended yesterday. A lot of people are feeling that Cardi B is getting away with a lot of shit that other people won't. And in particular, they're saying that she's getting away with it because she's not African American. And they're saying if she was African American, she would get nailed for a lot of these things. And every time a situation like this comes up, that's why I think people went so hard for it yesterday, because like all these clips I've seen before. And I was like, why are people going so hard for it now? I think a lot of people are tired of it because they're like, damn, Cardi gets away with a lot because people love her personality. You get me? You're going to get people defending her in a lot of situations. And that is true. You know, like if this was, I hate to use it, but if this was Nicki, I think people, if this was Nicki and Nicki even addressed it like that,
but I mean, she's not, like, it's not like she's Dominican. Like, she's Dominican and Trinidadian.
Isn't one of her parents black?
Yeah.
One of her parents from the
Trust me. At least from the shit I've been reading, like,
it's a race issue.
There's an underlying thing, you have to admit it, because remember the whole thing with her and even Nicki, we had a bunch of shit came out, it's like, oh, she refers to black people as roaches, she's whatever. And then even though, like, for example, in New York City, we look at black, brown, and Hispanic people, we're all minorities. But they're, like, at least, this is some shit I'm observing. Her being a Latina and some of the African-American audience, they don't feel like she's
a connection between them and her.
No, it's not a connection. They feel like she kind of gets away with shit that
because
other African.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Would.
But I mean, yeah.
Also, at first, I remember there was like a growing narrative like, yo, a lot of y'all niggas are supporting her because she's Spanish and y'all obsessed. I'm just reading what some black queens are saying, and I like to support Shea Butter Twitter.
No, but at the same time, it's like, it's so many different ways within this, because even Dominicans discriminate against other Dominicans. I got friends that's Dominican, they dark, and lighter Dominicans like talk down on them because it's Dominicans that's darker than me. Like we be talking shit about them in Spanish, not knowing that they speak Spanish. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different like things to this. I mean, I don't feel like she's so outside. I don't feel like she's an outsider in that sense. Like I just don't feel like she's an outsider. And the thing is, when people say, oh, she called black girls roaches or whatever the case may be.
Everybody roach.
But a lot of, listen, and I'm not excusing her, but there's a lot of different words, and I don't like this. Like for me, I never looked at like skin color as a thing amongst being black. Like I never thought, I wanted to be dark skinned when I was younger because of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But I never looked at like dark skin as a flaw or light skin as a certain thing. I don't like the way that we talk to each other in a lot of different ways. Like we joke a lot about a lot of shit that we shouldn't joke about with the whole light skin versus dark skin shit and all of that. And it's not cool. And it creates, when we try to have a serious moment, then we can't because we always fucking joking. You know, but this is a long topic.
Yeah, I'm surprised just how much like steam this got.
Yeah.
And that's why I was, you know, like I like Cardi, but given a fair assessment of why it's gaining steam, I think all those factors actually plays in.
Yeah.
Well, she said she is working on the book.
Right.
Don't know how soon that's coming. Let's see if this continues.
A Cardi B book, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, I mean, then we're gonna get all the details. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a lot more
you'll get the
context
whole
that you
robbery.
won't get.
To be honest, I want an audio book. I need to hear it in her voice.
Her audio book would be crazy.
All right, so hopefully this is the last time we'll talk about this Gucci controversy. I feel like they're getting a lot of free promo off of this. So Future recently did an interview with Atlanta's Streets 94.5. They asked him about his perspective on Gucci. He basically says he's not with the boycott. Check it out.
Man, I bought Gucci before it got canceled, like, so I'm still gonna wear it because that's my money. You want to get my money back, then we could talk because I'm a businessman. Absolutely. You know, I got so you can buy my clothes back if you want me to not wear it, but you just can't tell me. Because I don't feel like they did it out of ill intentions, but it ain't for me to judge, you know what I'm saying?
So he also goes on to say, like, you know, the public doesn't know the background of the designer in particular. They could have been black, their mom could have been black, etc. So he says he can't go off of just a comment. He doesn't know how to do that. It would be ignorant of him.
What's messed up is if they didn't do it out of ill intention, then that's the biggest problem, because that's just regular. Like, no, if you didn't do something like that with ill intention, but that was just like a normal design, and you're not privy to the knowledge of blackface and the history behind it, then there's a real issue there. So again, like Future doesn't speak much, so I'm not looking for Future to say things provocative about Gucci or his stance. If that's what he wants to wear, he's a grown-ass man. And my question for Act is, do you feel like T.I. should say something about this?
Of course. Let me tell you this, man. I keep telling you, man. We gotta have a bucket of rappers that we can listen to, and a bucket of rappers that whatever they say, you go in one ear and come out the next, man. Listen, man. Again, and I know, I remember, like y'all championed him a little bit, but I was like, yo, this is the same dude who was reluctant in coming out and admitting that when he was off of drugs, he should put it in his music because he didn't know. So he was okay with sending the wrong message for a while publicly, right? Until he became comfortable with realizing that it probably wasn't gonna affect the bottom line. He could probably figure out a cool way to say it. And he was ready to tell the audience that he's been telling for 10 years that he's been on Molly and all this lean and all that he was off of it. So again, when we're thinking about that in context of him talking about Gucci, I don't think Future gives two fucks. He's basically saying, I bought it, I'm gonna wear it. He said what Kodak's gonna say. Bought it, I'm gonna wear it. And to be honest, I ain't gonna rock with the whole conglomerate of y'all who just says whole Gucci is racist. Maybe it's just one dude, and if it's one dude, I'm gonna still rock my shit.
Well, if we were playing like Uno, let me drop my hypocrisy draw 4 card right now, because
Draw 4?
Yeah, my hypocrisy draw 4 card.
This might be the second time you've made an Uno reference.
I love Uno,
debate.
man. Y'all know how to play Uno?
Yeah.
We gotta play Uno one day. But as bad, I mean, I don't like drug usage and all of that, but I really love to hear Future rap about drugs. Like, I'm just keeping it all the way 100. Like, I really like to hear Future rap about drugs. And that's the ongoing issue within hip hop. I think that the beauty of hip hop is that in the world, nothing will always be positive, right? And we do have negative there. And I feel like there's a world where I can listen to J. Cole all day, and there's a world where I can listen to Future all day. And not to say that Future is negative, but I do like hearing him talk about bullshit. And I feel like I do agree with you in the fact of some of these rappers, like a Kodak, or depending on Kodak, because I'm standing with him against Rappaport, but a Kodak or a Future, certain things that they say got to go in one and out the other.
And social issues, I'm cool off of them with.
Yeah. So when it comes to social issues, now I think what I really do respect about Future is like,
I would listen to Future for fedora advice. Like if we went
fedora advice, no man. Like, I would have conversations with Future about parenting, seriously, because I would, not seriously, because he has, damn, how many kids do Future got? Like 5, and he takes care of all of them. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about like what I would like to hear certain things with him talk about. Like I would love to hear a conversation about Future's love, and he did touch on that in his documentary, about his love for his children and how much his children mean to him and his family means to him. And I think when you see those type of things more than these headlines, you get a little bit more about who he is, not just the drug shit, you know? So that's what I would like to hear from Future a little bit more, as opposed to social issues.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole interview with Streets 94.5, but I want to watch it because I would like to see if they ask the follow-up question to say, granted, a lot of y'all rappers have spent a lot of money. Shit, Big Soulja said he spent $1 million in Gucci over 10 years. So that is like a conundrum, right? So you got a lot of stuff from Gucci. Now the culture or the race is saying we're not gonna fuck with it, right? At that point, do you just wear it because you bought it, or do you feel some type of moral obligation? Because again, it's not that you have to like sell it or whatever, but at least while we're going through this and we're like, the whole point of the boycott is to hurt their bottom line, to make them realize that they offended a part of their consumer base, right? So not wearing it is not promoting it. And you have a platform, right? You don't gotta sell it.
Right.
Like he basically said, if y'all buy all my shit, I won't wear it.
Well, I think that like just hip hop and black people in general, we're just attracted to this whole ideology of exotic and import and European. Our whole thing is like, yo, it's better because it comes from overseas, or it's better because it's only made there. Like we're so attracted to that shit, and we want to shine. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I buy nice things for myself because I like to shine. Absolutely. Yeah, I spent some money. I spent some bread to tell the time. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, I think the thing about it is that we have to realize who we are a little bit more internally, and this is beyond Future.
Can I be honest with you guys? This is one of those stories that I can't tell if it really matters off the internet. The internet keeps talking about it, is going to keep coming up with interviews, but all the people that I know, friends of friends, none of them are going to not wear their Gucci because of this.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Well,
Future.
your friends got Gucci? Ooh.
What does that have to do with
I'm just
anything?
saying,
I know people who've been
Gucci.
like, I've been saving for months. I finally got my Gucci bag. They're like, they're not going to stop wearing it because of this. I just can't tell if it's just internet outrage.
They have Forever 21.
Yeah, I mean, see, for me, it don't, like, a boycott the Gucci don't mean shit to me because I don't wear it. So
sometimes it's like an internet boycott. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We're
like,
just talking, but
it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not going to see somebody in Gucci and run down like, yo, you oppressing the people because you got on that belt. Like, that's just me. But I don't give a fuck about it because I don't wear it anyway. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't wear it.
All right, Uncle Tip. It might be just you, Lil Pump, and Soulja Boy out here. It seems.
I don't believe. Don't they both? Well, at least Tip ain't got no tattoos.
T.I. should have walked in that room. I want to see the conversation I had with you.
Come on, man. Like you act like T.I. is Gucci police. Like he just like, as soon as somebody represents Gucci, 10-4, I'm on my way. Like,
oh man. All right, so in Soulja Boy news, yesterday Complex published an article with a lot of complaints from customers who said that they purchased his SouljaWatches and other Soulja Boy-branded electronics nearly 4 months ago, and they're still waiting for their orders. So some of the customers, they say they've been reaching out to the customer service email asking about refunds, and they haven't gotten any responses. Apparently, after they published it, they got about 15 more emails of people complaining. But anyway, Soulja Boy did respond on Twitter. He said, make a new order at soljastore.com. We're shipping all day, free shipping. The last store was hacked and closed down, and refunds were given back. Thanks. So maybe those refund checks are in the mail.
Ak, what do you think about the whole?
Hey man, let me just say this. For all them little niggas on Twitter who was saying that we were hating on Soulja Boy Black business, you know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. They've convinced me. You know, he has a startup, a promising business, made $1 million in like half a day. Shit, man, y'all might have to wait 4 years. Like, just y'all will get it, okay? Let that man breathe. It's black business, black entrepreneurship, and he's just getting too many orders at this point, right?
Well, you know what? If I'm gonna give Soulja Boy the benefit of the doubt and all this, what I will say is I think that he has a good idea for his branding. I think it makes sense for him to want to sell video games. I think it makes sense for him to want to sell watches and all of that. He may not have the bandwidth to support it. That's why things are getting backed up. I think that when you see like the email is a Gmail, right?
His email is souljaboymp3@gmail.com.
But seriously though,
send beats and complaints for your orders.
Listen, but seriously though, I think he has the right idea. Now his execution might be different, but I think he has the right idea on what he would like to do. Now I just think that because Soulja Boy he's doing a million things. He got his movie, right? He's trying to put out some music. Like he's been trying to put out music for a minute to get some momentum and some steam. and doing all this simultaneously, I don't know if he may have a whole staff. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt to say Soulja Boy might not have the bandwidth to support the Soulja store at the moment.
Jussie Smollett need to take note from Soulja.
See, here he
If
go.
you're gonna fraud,
Come on,
at least
man.
you gotta go down with waving the flag of black entrepreneurship and black business. Because to be honest, he ain't gonna catch no goddamn flack because it's black business. You know what I mean? Black entrepreneurship. Sometimes you gotta wait. You feel me?
Hey man, let's not. I'm not going to throw young Soulja to the wolves, man. I'm not going to do that, man. I think that Soulja may just need to increase his staff. He may need to.
SouljaStore.com.
SouljaStore.com.
Yeah, make some new orders.
New orders.
Pay again. You feel me? The refunds that it'll be returned to your card in
Free shipping.
3 to 5 years.
Free shipping. It's important. I hate when people charge shipping.
Is it worldwide free shipping?
Oh, he didn't specify.
ship
Maybe
some
just
stuff to
US.
Jamaica,
Maybe just
bruh.
US free shipping.
Yo.
Send some treats home.
Yeah, I get my aunt the new Soulja watch. Tell time. It tells time in 3 different time zones at the same time. Come on, bro.
Come on, man. Soulja's gonna be good.
Are you buying your son a Soulja console for?
My son has a PS4, man. I'm
that's
not
the white
into
man.
buying. Listen, I'm not into buying
That's
10
the
different.
white man.
I'm not trying to buy 10 different consoles. I take the PS4 from him now because he be fucking up at school. So listen.
Buy him a Soulja console. You don't hear T.I. and everybody preaching black business?
Come on, man. Don't
let them come for you, Wayno.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
You got all the Nintendo games.
I'm not buying a bunch of consoles, man. One is enough.
What about a Soulja watch?
All right, let's get to a couple quick hits before we go. Stop trolling over here. All right, this is kind of cool. If I had the money, I think I would buy this. So one of Lil Wayne's notebooks filled with lyrics from all the way back in 1999 is currently on sale for $250,000. So he would have been about 17 at the time. This was when he was still part of the Hot Boys. So there's lyrics to Like We on Fire, I Feel in there. So according to TMZ, the person who owns it said basically like, I guess Cash Money sold a car. He went through it and found that the notebook was left behind. He said it was almost destroyed during Hurricane Katrina. Good thing that it wasn't. That's like really dope memorabilia. I don't really understand high art, to be completely honest with you, but I think it's cool to collect stuff like this.
I ain't going front. See, this is the type of shit that we need to have. We need to make our Hip Hop Hall of Fame, and we need to have our Hip Hop Museum, and that would be like one of the dope artifacts to be in there.
Yep.
I went to the Schomburg Center one time, and they have like this ill exhibit of Malcolm X, and they got like all these letters and things he was writing when he was in prison. So I think like, I mean, it's crazy that a notebook could sell for $250K, but I think that
it's worth it.
When we have these type of artifacts and these type of things, we got to take and really, that's the part of really investing in hip hop. I think that if we can get a museum, we can get a Hip Hop Hall of Fame, that needs to be in it, for sure.
Is Wayne gonna validate the veracity of this shit to make sure? Because
it's too big words.
It's
the
too much scammers out
veracity
here,
of this
man.
shit.
Like,
what scammers are you talking? There are no scammers out
Jussie
here.
Smollett, like yo, I'm not believing shit. Like,
on,
like you gonna show me some little scribbles like Lil Wayne can write? Like, man, come on.
What you mean can Lil Wayne write? He's one of the best writers of this generation.
I don't know if it's, I'm talking about his handwriting.
If it's actually his.
If you could understand
if it's
it.
penmanship. You gonna show me some chicken scratch in a goddamn like notebook and then I'm supposed to pay $250,000?
Did you guys have to practice cursive in school, writing between the small lines?
I had to
Was
get-
that
I-
everywhere
they
in
don't
America
teach- they
too?
don't teach,
I don't even know if I know how to write cursive anymore.
So that's what I'm saying. I need Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne would have, that would be dope to have in a museum, but I need Wayne to like stamp it like, yo, that's actually my notebook. Too many scammers out here, bro. Too many scammers.
Stop it.
Side note, you guys remember this video that went viral of J. Cole? That they thought it was Cole in a fight that Wayno believed.
Don't do that. You're not gonna spin that shit. You don't put that on me.
Yo, so I love that his manager, Ebe, really had to get on Twitter and address this nonsense.
Right.
Being like, there's mad Cole lookalikes out there. And now I'm wondering, are there really a lot of Cole lookalikes? Is it anyone tall and light skinned with some dreads that we think? Like, I wish people would start sending pictures of all the Cole lookalikes around the world.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Listen, when I read that, I was like, I think I should know it's a wake-up call that J. Cole is looking a little bit too regular, that a regular bum. You feel me?
We love him because he's regular.
Man.
Add some color to your dreads that you stick out, J.
Get out of
Cole.
here. If I ever see Cole with some red dreads.
Don't rock Gucci, but
nigga,
I don't know, man. Rock some Louis
I knew
V,
it wasn't
bro.
J. Cole because the dude had like a full beard. He had like a beard like Freeway. He had
Wayno believe that shit.
I did not believe that. He had a whole full beard. That was not J. Cole. And then the whole video was like, just his mannerisms of how the dude was walking and the dude was so close to him. I'm like, there's no way possible that's J. Cole.
Yo, if
No way
you
possible.
guys across the world, because our fans tweet us from all over, like if you guys see a J. Cole lookalike, please tweet it to Everyday Struggle on
Just
Twitter.
go-
Yo, I get Wayno lookalikes every day.
Are you serious?
What? I get at least like 4 Wayno lookalikes.
Yeah, they
a week.
tag me in any light-skinned girl on Instagram. Is that New
No, I ain't
York?
gonna front. They sent me a few, and I was like, no, this nigga does look like me.
Anytime fat nigga just be like, I can do any fat nigga with a snapback. But just go under a goddamn, go near any train station where the homeless reside and go find the J. Cole lookalike.
Damn, dog. Hey.
For real, man. You gotta, yo.
J. Cole does not look like J. Cole. You know what J. Cole looks like?
His attire and his grooming. That's the only reason why niggas actually.
No, J. Cole looks like, he doesn't look like, I say he looks like a creative director. Like if you went to a place and it's like, yo, this dude, he's the creative director.
Look like a nigga who don't use deodorant, bro. One of them niggas who like wore barefoot. I had a guy like that in college
uses, like,
who lived
the organic
and he
kind,
never
natural
used
deodorant.
deodorant. It was crazy.
Not even the natural kind? It's
The,
like
the
slimy.
natural kind. What the fuck is the natural
There's
kind?
like natural
crystals,
deodorant.
right?
Yeah, it sucks, but like, you know, it's good for you in
Hey,
the
I'm not using
environment.
that. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. I tried to slide some Dove to that nigga one day. He just
All right,
was
we
rock.
gotta go.
We gotta get up out of
guys,
there.
thank you for watching Everyday Struggle. We are back here tomorrow at
Trying to
11.
get that nigga a razor. Like, bro, could you at least do something?